okay? And this one is going to be a lot more creative and a lot more difficult, but don't worry, I'll talk you through it and you'll do fine. So first of all, let's just click on the design that we made for our first thumbnail, this one just here called Type Faster. So let's click that and let it load up. And then we're going to click add a new page. So this will be our second design just here. So we've got our first one here and our second here. So first of all, we're just going to choose a nice layout. So just scroll through all of them and pick the one which you like the best. I am going to pick one which I think will be good for me, and I think I'm going to do it for a how-to video. So it's going to be a video that I've already made, and it's just going to be, for example, how to la-di-da-di-da, so how to do something, okay? So what we're going to do is pick this one just here, because that looks very nice, and I like it a lot. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is just sort out the background image. So what you could do is change it so that it's a color, or a little style like this, so it could be like this. First of all, we need to delete the image, sorry about that. There we go, just delete that. So you could just have it so it's a style like that. So click on any of these and it's just all done for you like this. So you can just click it and it's done. And that looks very nice. I like that a lot. This background style goes very, very well with this text style and I like it a lot. But don't worry, we're not going to be doing that. We'll be doing a lot more work than just changing the background colors and leaving everything else as it is. So yeah, let's first of all just look for an image which will be perfect, okay? So what we need to do to add a new background image, if you have deleted the old one, is first of all go to Elements, and then go to Grids, and then pick the one which covers the entire frame, okay? So this one, as you can see, has a border, and if you don't want this border around the outside, all you need to do is resize it to the correct size for this full image that we are doing here. So there you go, that will now cover everything. So if you now go to Images, and then type in anything you want, so I'm just going to type in MacBook, because I'll get a picture of a MacBook, slide that in, and there you go, it covers the entire background, okay? So it was just like this, and it was just covering a small amount and it had a border, as you can see, like that. And that is what it looked like before with this border, and I do like that border, to be honest. And if you want the border to be a different color, once again just change the background color and the border will be the color of the background, okay? So hopefully that's nice and understandable, and that looks very nice. So that's really cool. Okay, so what we're going to be doing next is adding some text, adding some styles, and just adding some more detail, okay? So let's delete these, as we have this text in here, and we do actually want that, okay? So all we needed to do was to go to Arrange and then back, like this, so that it's behind everything else, but we don't actually want to keep this image, so we're just going to delete it anyway, so don't worry about that. Now, of course, if you don't like the design that you've made, you can always just click onto a different layout and restart your design process and design something completely different if you want to, but I don't want to, so I'm just going to go to background, pick a nice background, and then we'll move on to the text, styling, and so on, okay? So let's just pick a nice background here. I think this looks quite cool, but it's money, and it's, I'm going to say it's money and it costs $1, so I'm not going to actually pick that one. It's funny, actually. It's money in the picture, and it costs you $1. So yes, it's ironic. So let's just pick this one or this one. I'd say this one, as it's got a bit of a style to it. It's got some strokes down, as you can see. If I zoom in with this button just here, you can see that there are some lines down it. So it's got a nice style to it, so it's quite nice. So that's awesome. Okay, so now we've got the text. You can always make these boxes bigger or smaller, however you like it to be. Okay, and you can also make this text a different font, a different size, a different color. You can make it not bold. You can make it italic, although this font can't go italic, so just note that. You can align it to the center, or to the right, or to the left. You can make so it's all caps or all lowercase. There you go, like so. And then you can put the text into a list, like so. So that'll put it into a bullet point list, and then you can finally change the spacing like so. So the letter spacing, the line height, and the anchor text box, okay? So that's fantastic, and that's what it will look like with the letter spacing. You will need to make the box larger for the spacing to actually work. So as you can see, there you go. Alright, so that's awesome. So let's just undo that now, put it back how it was, like so. Fantastic. And center it again, there you go. So that is exactly how it was. So we now know the basics of styling your text, and so on and so forth. So we have the text just here, we have the background, and for the simplicity of this video, I'm actually going to change the background to this one here, so it's just a lot more plain and easy to see what's in the image. We're now going to go to Elements, and then close Grids, and go to Shapes, okay, and then pick up a circle, and there's many different designs you can do with circles, squares, rectangles, triangles, anything, but you can just use your creativity really, because it's different for everyone. Your own creativity is different to everyone else's, okay? So all you need to do is change this color to the same color as the background. Well, pretty much the same anyway. And as you can see, some of these look better or worse where it's not going over the background, as if you put that straight over the background, you can see the colors are different. But if I put it over the white, you can't really see the difference. So that's another thing to note. So that's quite cool. So let's just put that like that, or like that, however you want it, okay? So that looks awesome. You can either make this circle smaller than the other one, and just paste in like that, and that is then centered, and that looks quite cool. I like that. And then hover over them both, click Ctrl D, and that would duplicate this little style we've made just here, and you can then put it down here so it's the same over here, and then you could duplicate that again if you wanted and put it higher up so it's here as well. There you go. So that's quite a nice little style there that we've made. I think that looks very nice. I like it a lot, to be honest. It looks very nice, and it suits the actual thumbnail design as well, so it's awesome. And then let's duplicate this one more time and plop this in up here. Where should we have it? About here. That looks good. And then duplicate it again, put one down here like so. Just line it up all nicely. And there we go, that's all lined up, and there you go. It's just a really nice style, to be honest. It's just something that you can make on your own. You don't need any creativity, you don't need any skill. It's just really fun to do as well, because everything is different, everyone's creativity is different. It's all up to your own imagination, really. So now we can just get a few different triangles. I'll put one in here like this, and I'll duplicate this one, and I'll make that one smaller. I think we're going to make this quite a bit smaller actually for this one. Make it a bit about there, yeah. And then change this to the colour of the background, like this. There you go. That looks awesome. And then we can duplicate that, put it over here, duplicate that, put it in the middle, duplicate, and make sure it's all lined up. And there you go, fantastic. And I'll take one more and just put it in the middle of these two. It really doesn't matter how many you do, you can just plop them in everywhere, to be honest with you. So there you go, just put another one in there, and there you go. So that's awesome, that's fantastic. So if you look at this, all it actually is, if I just take this and drag it, all it is a tiny little triangle and a huge triangle put together. And then I've just put them up here like that. So it's really simple, but it looks really good. I really like it, to be honest. So then we can of course change the text, so anything you want. So this one is a thumbnail design, so how to make that box a little bigger first. Let's just put that there. Design and then make this box here smaller, the background of it. And then this word will be thumbnail. There you go. Fantastic. And let's grab this and make it bigger. And same with this text, make it all fit in. Very nice. So how awesome does that look? How to design a thumbnail. Now let's make this smaller, like so. Center it all. Very nice. I really like this. It's really simple, but really good. And these are the different design styles you can do. And you can also do something with squares as well. So let's grab our square just here. And let's just chuck this into the corner over here. Let's just make this square a bit smaller, I think, actually. And then chuck it into the corner. There's a little black line at the bottom. Make sure there's no black lines anywhere. Duplicate it. Once again, make it the same colour as the background. And for this, let's not make it smaller. Let's just overlap it like this. So let's just put it like that. Or that. Or anything, really. Let's actually... It's just really up to your creativity. Designing isn't really skill. It's just how creative you are. So the best designers are the most creative people, in my opinion, anyway. Sorry about that, some random sirens going past my house. Right, okay, so grab them and just make it all smaller, like so. Make sure there's no black lines around the outside. There you go, very nice. Grab them, duplicate it, put it here, like so, duplicate it. Same thing again. Line it all up. There you go. So how awesome does that look? Another little design style we've done just here, and it looks fantastic. Oh, we didn't grab the other black square just then. Let's try and grab that back real quick. There we go. Grab that as well. Awesome. So there we go. Another design we've made. It just looks super cool. So let's make sure that is centered. I think that is. I'm pretty sure it is. So now let's just grab all three of them, duplicate, and just plop that up here like so. And there you go. So there is another little style. Oh, it's annoying when you're selecting the wrong thing, of course. So let's make sure we're selecting what we actually want. Just there. Not quite got everything, but we can grab that in a second. There we go. Fantastic. I'm happy with this. I'm very happy with it. So it's just loads of different designs. It doesn't have to have the exact same gap in between every single one of these squares. It can be different. It can be jagged. You can do absolutely anything you want to. Okay? It's really up to your own creativity what you do in this. So yeah, take note of that. The more creative you are, the better designs you will have in this website. Because it's really all up to your imagination. So let's just make that box a bit smaller. Let's grab this. Chuck this over here, and then grab this, chuck this over, let's say, put that down here, and then grab that, line it up with the thumbnail one. There we go, that's lined up, and there you go. So the gap between the word design and the word how to isn't perfect there, so let's try and make that a bit better. There we go, grab that, and then I'll grab that and move that up a little bit as well. There we go. I think that's better. It's just really up to whatever you want. It all depends on what you are designing, of course. It all depends on who you are, on what you want to make and everything like that. Yeah, so it all just depends. So as you can see, I've just moved this black circle here, and you can move any one of them that you want just to change the style a bit more. Just change it up, make the lines in different sizes, different shapes. Yeah, so that's that. That is all you need to do to be creative. Just let your mind go free, to be honest. So this is our other design for a thumbnail that we've made. It's very simple, this one, but it looks really awesome. So I really like it, to be honest. So I'm going to duplicate all of these, and I'm going to put this down here like this, and I'm just going to leave it like that. So it's just like jagged edges. So of course we can't see the little black triangles, but we kind of see some more jagged edges at the bottom. So it's just another completely different style with the same thing, but just the other side of it. So yeah, as you can see, it's super awesome to make loads of different designs. So now let's grab another circle, and what I'm going to do is just circle the A. So I'm going to make this the same color as that, and arrange. Oh, it already is forward, so I don't need to do that. And then I'm just going to circle the A, just because I can. I don't have to, but I can, because it's just fun. There you go. So now the A is circled. Fantastic. So that's that. You can do absolutely anything you want to. Now, if you think about it, it kind of looks like an O. So what you could do is put it over the O. So I'll make this a little bit smaller. Just put it over the top of the O. Or even put it inside some of these circles. So if I make this white again, and just enlarge it. You see what I mean? Just random. Just be completely random. Now, this isn't a really professional thumbnail because I've got a few different design styles in one image. So it looks a bit silly right now. But if you just stuck with the same design style and did it over and over again, if you're happy with it, or changed it up every single thumbnail you did for your YouTube channel, or anything really, because it's all up to your own unique design style and your own unique creativity really. So yeah, hopefully you like what I've designed, and if you want, you can submit your designs in Twitter, Facebook, social media, and I'll just tell you if I like them, and you can ask for help if you need to. And anything really. Yeah, I just want to be there to help you guys. So yeah, it's fantastic. Hopefully you all enjoyed this video. It's a super simple one, but it's also super awesome. So yeah, that's all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you had a great time. Now what we're going to do is just rename this to Creative. There we go. And then you can download it just by clicking download and selecting file you want to download it as, the file type. And then you can just select file 2, as this is the one we've just designed, and then click download, as that's fantastic. Of course, we want a JPEG as it's a thumbnail and it will look best. And yeah, so that's that. That is all for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully you had a great time. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.